So, the past 24 hours have been pretty crazy for Pokemon fans, huh? Hello everybody, I'm Kate Cass, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. This day marks the 25th anniversary of a franchise very near and dear to my heart, Pokemon. And I was gonna have a different video up for Pokemon Day to commemorate it, but the news that the Pokemon Presents dropped yesterday sparked so much discussion within the fandom, I decided to do a sort of breakdown and reaction to what was announced. Since I had more feelings on this news than I expected. So that's what we're doing, and we're just gonna dive right in. Before we talk about the announcements, I wanted to say first how much I really liked the opening montage. It was so well put together and really felt like I was traveling through my time with Pokemon. I especially appreciated that it encompassed all areas of the Pokemon franchise. The games, the cards, the animated movies, and even more obscure games and extra features, including quite a few features that never made it to the States. It was a really cool way to display how far Pokemon has come while still staying true to its core for me. It's a franchise that hasn't so much changed as it has evolved. Okay, now for what you're actually here for. Let's talk a bit about new Pokemon Snap. Compared to what else was featured in this Pokemon Presents, this is old news. We heard about a new Pokemon Snap being on the way a while ago, but what's special this time is that it was our first proper look at actual gameplay. The graphics are just as amazing as those trailers have been promising, and it was so amazing to see Pokemon like Alolan Raichu and Hoot Hoot in the Pokemon Snap environment. There were only about 60 Pokemon to take pictures of in the original game, and with hundreds of new Pokemon created since then to choose from, this glimpse into how they'll interact with this gameplay makes me so much more excited for this game, which I didn't think was possible. I'm also interested to see how the new characters will affect this experience with Pokemon Snap. Before, it was just playing as Todd and Professor Oak. But not only do we have a new professor, but two research assistants, and someone pointed out that this guy looks a lot like an older Todd. It makes me think that there'll be a bit more complexity to the content this time beyond Professor Oak's arbitrary point system. My pictures aren't so-so, you're so-so. We also got a good look at some returning and new features to help take great pictures with. We'll have the return of the Poke Fluid and this cool orb that makes Pokemon glow. That could be a lot of fun, and it's probably more humane than the Pester Ball was. The only feature that has me scratching my head is the Fluff Fruit. It's an apple. Just call it an apple. I've been excited about new Pokemon Snap since they announced it. Like many older fans, this is something I've wanted for 20 years, and I got to the point of accepting that we were just never going to get it. But here it is. There was just something about seeing the official gameplay now that got me so nostalgic and even a little misty-eyed, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I feel like I need this game right now, much like how people needed Animal Crossing New Horizons last year. It's been such a long wait, but it looks like it's going to be worth it. This might be the first Switch game I buy on launch. I cannot wait for my social media feeds to be filled with Pokemon Snap pictures. But that wasn't the only long-awaited return to a familiar game we got to look at today. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes are finally happening. I felt like this was their last chance to reveal this. If it wasn't announced here, it was just not gonna happen, and fans were just gonna have to move on, or never stop asking Game Freak for it. Let me say that Diamond and Pearl are not my games, but I do know that they are a lot of people's favorite games. I've heard from a lot of fans that Diamond and Pearl were what got them into Pokemon, and that's awesome, but I don't have that kind of connection to them. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate Diamond and Pearl at all. I don't dislike any main series Pokemon games, but if I were to pick a least favorite from experience alone, it would probably be Diamond and Pearl. For me, it was long and hard with a weird story and some rough mechanics. So this wasn't a remake I was eager to see, unlike the others they've done so far, and I didn't have high expectations for this if it ever did see the light of day. But now that it's real, and it's here, it looks like fun. I know a lot of people aren't crazy about going back to the chibi style for the trainers after we've gotten used to the fully grown people in Pokemon games in Sun and Moon, but I honestly prefer this style for Pokemon games, and seeing it again with Diamond and Pearl characters is kinda cute. Like I said, Diamond and Pearl aren't exactly my favorite Pokemon games, and from what little footage we have so far, it feels like not a whole lot has changed between this and its original DS counterpart. But that's to be expected. Going from the DS to the Switch for a Pokemon game isn't as much a leap from, say, the Game Boy to the DS, or even the Game Boy Advance to the 3DS. Really, what will make this remake work or not in my eyes is some major quality of life changes. Make it run a bit better, work on the selection of Pokemon around the region, seriously, give us more than one fire type to choose from if we don't pick Chimchar, and maybe flesh out Cyrus's motives a bit more. Throw in some of his Platinum personality, that should help. There's already signs that there will be improvement if it keeps on the track Pokemon games have been on for the last few years. Namely, getting rid of HMs. This is something Pokemon has done pretty much since Sun and Moon, and if there's any game that's going to be a much better experience because of that, it's Diamond and Pearl. Defog is dead, thank Arceus. I'm not insanely hyped for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl per se, but I'll of course still go on another journey through Sinnoh. I want to see how much the growth of gaming and my own as a gamer will change the experience. I am thrilled for those of you who have been waiting for it, and I hope the experience is everything you've been waiting for. So if that was it for Pokemon game news yesterday, I probably would have said some stuff on Twitter and Tumblr. This stuff is exciting, but it was also somewhat expected. I don't know how much of it would have warranted a video of its own. But then the Sinnoh trailer kept going, and it led to something very different. Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is a full game that takes place in Pokemon's past. This is one of those things that I didn't know I desperately needed in my life. I've always loved the lore and history of the Pokemon world, so the fact that next year we'll get to walk around and interact with it is such an incredible idea. I love the newly constructed town settlement, I love the silly ancient Pokemon trainer outfits. I'm sure cosplayers are already working on making these a reality. I love this idea of catching Pokemon in real time from a distance through these vast landscapes with these awesome looking older Pokeballs. I love older Pokeballs. I really hope there are variants in this game. There's like a minute of gameplay, but what they show us here grabbed my attention and just wouldn't let go. You can catch starters in the wild for the first time ever, and it looks like there might be new battle mechanics for battling wild Pokemon. Speaking of starters, something else pretty cool is the starters you choose from. Even though we're in Sinnoh, it's not Turtwig, Chimchar, and Piplup, but instead a mix of starter Pokemon from different regions. I think I'll be going with Oshawott. I loved playing with Tepig in Black and White, but I've always wanted to raise an Oshawott. They're so cute. Anyway, that might just be the thing that's so exciting about Pokemon Legends. It's so different. It has a lot of familiar Pokemon things and similar paths to an extent, but the familiar things are few, and the standouts are what's changed. Gyms don't seem to be a thing yet at this point in Pokemon history, and other trainers might not even exist. This feels like the open-ended exploration into the world of Pokemon that some fans have been craving for years. I am so thrilled at the promise to go on an adventure like this, and if this does well, there could be more. One of the things that gets me so excited about Pokemon Legends is the possibility for other games like it. Yeah, Sinnoh's great and all, but just imagine seeing the ancient past of other Pokemon regions. Imagine a game in the Johto region where you get to see the Brass Tower in Ecruteak City burning and watch Ho-Oh create the legendary beasts, or walking through the Kalos region as the war was going on. Maybe even running into AZ as he was creating that ultimate weapon. I hope against hope that this game is great and successful, not just for this game itself, but for the potential to launch another spin-off series for Pokemon. This is the most excited I've been for a spin-off since Mystery Dungeon was conceived. I'd love for Pokemon Legends to be as successful and expansive as Mystery Dungeon or Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Presents to me showed that the next year or so for Pokemon games has a little something for every kind of fan. The original fans who want to return to a familiar and long neglected area of the franchise, the next generation of fans who have been waiting for the chance to return to where their journeys began like all the fans before them have been able to, and people who have been a bit apathetic towards the series lately and were hoping for a new take that would shake up the formula. It really feels like there's something here for everyone, and for a franchise that's been around for over 2 decades now, there's no better way to celebrate the 25th anniversary than by giving enough content so that every kind of fan can be happy, including fans like me who will likely jump on board with anything Pokemon. For those people, this is an extra great day. So yeah, I think that's gonna about do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is a bit more impulsive and off the cuff than the stuff I usually do on the channel, but I couldn't contain my excitement over all this. I had to share it with you guys. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you guys thought about the Pokemon Presents announcements, you know, what you're looking forward to, maybe even what you wish was there, you know, stuff like that. And let's have a bit of extra fun. Let me know in the comments, what's a feature in a Pokemon game that you would love to see? You know, something extra that would help make the Pokemon world feel a bit more alive to you. In the meantime, have a happy 25th Pokemon Day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.